Oh, hi. Well, it's a week on since we planted the machiki, and I said we keep track of its progress every week or so. Now it's a week later. Are you all excited to see it? I'm not. I've already seen it. Yeah, it's grown one leaf, and this here is the second leaf that's growing out of the first one. The leaves grow like a stick, but they're in a rolled up form, so that when they're fully emerged, they unfurl like a flag. It's kind of an incredible miracle, really, the way they grow. We can see here, though, this first leaf is missing its top, and that's because when I extracted the machiki, if you remember from last week. Yeah, I sliced off the trunk here, and that leaf was already in development inside the trunk, so I've sliced the top of the leaf off inside the trunk, which is quite normal. That happens. This leaf will hopefully be fuller when it emerges, and then when this is emerged, a third leaf will grow out of the stalk of this particular leaf. So yeah, this is all just in a week. I don't own this land. This land is owned by a guy who would like to live here, but he's got a wife and 4 daughters, and they don't want to live in the chakra, so he has to live in the town. Now, what was happening is people were coming into his chakra when he wasn't here, and they were stealing his produce and tools and stuff like that. So he wanted someone to live here, and as soon as he found out that there was a gringo hanging around town that was happy to live in the forest, he offered me some land here to do my own chakra, and built me a tambo, and that was kind of the history of how I came about it. But with regards to the economics of the whole thing, this is an important part of me learning the farming here. Making a profit out of the chakra for me isn't a big deal. The chakra for me and the farming here is a passion. But all I need to do is sell enough every week to buy my supplies, and then I'm happy. It won't stay like that. I mean, I have plans to expand the chakra, and what I hope to do is to employ local people and make this a kind of cooperative thing, so we all benefit from it, just rather than just me. Yeah, this area of land was isn't part of my chakra. This is part of the owner's chakra, and what he did is he employed a team of men to come along with machetes and clear this whole area. It's about 20 meters wide by 80 meters long, maybe 100 meters long. So as far as the economics go, first of all, you've got the cost of the employing the men to clear the area. Then you've got to bring in a guy with a chainsaw to cut down the trees, which isn't as devastating as you might think. The trees that are cut down here are young trees. This is an area that has been farmed in the past. What we want to do before farming an area like this is eliminate as much shade as we can, because the plants need sunlight. So then, after cutting down the trees, then hopefully you're going to be able to dry the area out enough to burn it. And we'll talk about burning in another video. Burning is greatly frowned upon across the world. My God, you're burning, you're destroying the Amazon jungle. It's not like that, but we'll revisit that. But then comes the planting, of course, and then as the crops are growing, you've got to employ people again to come through and pull up all the weeds and keep it all clean and look after the plants. And then ultimately, you're going to have to bring in people to do the harvesting, put all the stuff in sacks, take them to the river, and then they have to be taken to market. And there's all of these associated costs. Hopefully when you get to the market, you're going to sell them for a reasonable profit, and there goes the economics of farming. Now, the other thing to note here is the guy whose land this is and whose area of land this is, he has fallen foul of the weather. This guy's got decades of experience in the chakra. He's a Peruvian, he knows what he's doing, and yet he has fallen foul of circumstances beyond his control. And what's happened is, at the time he wanted to burn, before planting, there was continuous rain, day after day after day. He couldn't he couldn't burn. So in the end, he had to plant without burning. Then it turns out that the seeds he had for planting, he wanted to plant beans here. The seeds he planted were no good, and the majority of them didn't grow. And he's been stuck with this field now, and it's all, as you can see, it's all growing back. It wasn't like this after they cleared it with the machetes. It was all nice and cut down to the ground. So it's two problems. First one, the weather, too much rain. Secondly, he ends up with a load of duff weeds. The only saving grace is he did plant a whole shitload of coriander, which he'll hopefully be able to sell at market, make a good return on that, which will then give him some more money to invest, to get the guys in, to clear this land again and start again, and who knows, second time lucky. Yeah, there was one other thing I wanted to mention regarding the economics aspect. A very brief introduction is that the unit of currency in Peru is the sol. S-O-L is the sol. And to put that into context, a guy can earn typically 50 sol a day and keep his family quite comfortable at that. But he's working a 6-day week, so that's 300 sol a week. And that's kind of my goal really for the chakra. At the moment, I'm probably selling produce to the value of a quarter of that, which is enough for me because I only need to buy my supplies. But that's my target, this 300 sol a week. Now, the purpose of me discussing the economics of the chakra is that for every crop, obviously, I have to work out what it costs to sow it, to grow it, to harvest and take it to market, compared to what I'm going to gain in revenue from the sales. If I do that for every product, I can work out which particular product is more profitable and then focus on that. That's the idea, at least. Yeah, I'll see you next time.